Thank you, Sir Marvin. Once again, good evening. My name is Roselyn Barbon and I am your first reporter. My topic for tonight is all about using iPads in university mathematics classes. What do the students think? The move towards mobile learning has been on the rise worldwide in both K-12 and higher education since the beginning of the 21st century. Now students, let's define what is learning, or what we call mobile learning. Mobile learning is learning across multiple contexts through social and content interactions using personal electronic devices. The use of mobile devices in higher education has been on a smaller scale compared to K-12 institutions. In their investigation of iPads in higher education, found that faculty and students who do use iPads for convenience, portability, communication, information gathering, note-taking, reading, and lastly, interactive work. In another study, found that the use of mobile devices in higher education is limited. This may quickly change as per the 2013 NMC Horizon report, which listed tablet use in classrooms in higher education as a key trend, with a time to adoption being 1 year or less. As we move forward, higher education will become increasingly mobile, resulting in students carrying their university in their pockets. These are the following reasons to consider. First, students' familiarity with technology and the wide. Number 2, reasonably priced. Number 3, availability of smartphones and tablets. However, as Mashes and Wolf point out, mobile learning is not just about using or learning with a mobile device. And these are the benefits of mobile learning: decrease in training cost, potentially more rewarding learning experience, new opportunities for traditional educational institutions, readily available asynchronous learning experience. And these are the advantages of mobile learning. Number 1, flexibility to learners. Number 2, better completion rates and higher retention. Number 3, collaborative learning. Number 4, higher engagement. Number 5, multi-device support. Number 6, performance support. Number 7, learning path. The learning environment is more dynamic than ever before, and as a result, today's learners are very different from those that our educational system was designed for. With the advancement in technology, classrooms are being remodeled, redefined in a number of ways to fit the evolving needs of modern digital learners. Learners can now connect to an ever-widening circle of mentors, peers, experiences, and information resources. Today's connected learners have expectations that meet their needs. And these are the expectations of connected learners. Expect to be entertained. Expect a fun and interactive learning environment. Expect the teacher to take a proactive or active role. Expect to be engaged in the classroom. Expect 24/7 access. Expect immediate feedback or instant gratification. Expect a customized learning environment, or expect info that is relevant to their lives. Expect to work in group. Enjoy collaborative learning. Expect a learner-centered or process-driven classroom. And now, let's move to the classroom delivery with iPads. Research shows that the iPad offers many possible applications that have a significant potential to support teaching. So these are the chosen applications. First, Air Sketch allows PDF documents or images to be annotated live and projected to the entire class. Air Sketch can be used for anything, typically done on whiteboard. Jot down notes, deconstruct a math problem. Number 2, Blackboard, designed to upload documents in any format, post announcement, upload media, course roster, and possibly students' grades. The students can access this course material on their iPads without internet connection. Next, Dropbox, used to put files, documents, and photos in multiple remote computers simultaneously after class. Next, eText, an application to access to the eText version of the book for marking and other related notes. Next, Nearpod, an interactive whiteboard that synchronizes the use of iPads in the classroom. It combines presentation, collaboration, and real-time assessment tools into one integrated solution. And the last one is Quick Office, developed to edit any Word documents, Excel worksheets, or PowerPoint presentations. Now, I will share with you the traditional tools in teaching mathematics. First, they use papers for solving, notebooks, books, and chalkboard. And the traditional teaching method is a teacher-centered instruction. A teacher-centered approach is one where activity in the class is centered on the teacher. It can be compared to a learner-centered approach. Now, the modern way of teaching mathematics in universities utilizes technology, specifically the use of iPads. Using iPads in higher education helped teacher candidates to individualize instruction for the students. Now, the new method of teaching mathematics is learner-centered. When we say learner-centered, is an approach to mathematics instruction that places heavy emphasis on the students taking responsibility for problem solving and inquiry. We know that university learners are equipped in using technology, especially in the new normal. Teachers and students utilizes technology for online classes. Now let's move to the advantages of using iPads in learning mathematics. First, professional learning goals, increased professional knowledge and comfort with technology in math class, increased assessment and instructional effectiveness and efficiency. Next, enhancing student learning and development. The students were more confident and self-directed learners. They would independently use the iPad to assist the learning as needed. The apps built math fluency as it allowed for practice of foundational math skills and helped in closing learning gaps. Next, sharing. We have accepted positions at different locations and will be sharing our knowledge, experience of the apps there. And the last one, project evaluation. The apps are very useful to reinforce the concepts through practice. The students get immediate feedback on their progress only on some of the apps. And now I will show you the results of their survey from Figure 1 to Figure 5. 90% or majority of the students felt that the use of iPads in their mathematics class was overall rewarding experience and beneficial for them to better understand the concepts. They also noted that the use of the iPad promoted better interest. So as you can see, the figures from 1 to 5. Majority of the students wants to use iPads in their mathematics classes.
All right, so good evening, everyone, and live here right now on air still Make Sense with Mars and Rosie. And tonight's guest is a very, very important person who really shares her so much knowledge about the education and the research that she have found out, and really focusing on the importance of using iPad in the university until the very moment we have. So, but we have our very important questions really comes from different part of the world, and we are really online because we want to know about the insights of all these people watching right now. So teacher Roselyn is here with us, going to share her opinion about all the topics that she discussed, and then let's listen to her. Okay, so teacher Roselyn, how are you tonight? I think she's there.
I'm great.
This question, and the first question we have is, what do you think are the impacts of using iPads in the classroom? This question is coming from Vietnam, from Chao Bao Ning.
The impacts of using iPads in the classroom are offer ease to use, allow to easy transport, and also encourage creativity, save money, and making them essential to the modern teaching and learning experience.
That's really awesome responses from you. Second question, this one is from Canada. There's a question from Jan Patrick Garcia, and he's asking, do you think all the universities are using iPad? If yes, why? If no, why not?
Of course, not all the universities are using iPads. I think I agree that nowadays all the students are using gadgets, not specifically all are iPads, because iPads are quite expensive, and there are some factors that we are going to consider. There are universities cannot afford to provide to all their learners, and there are universities that the students should buy their own. So in every university, they have factors to consider depending on their management.
Simply amazing to hear that from you. Now, another question we have is from Hong Kong, and she is a overseas Filipino worker, but she's also studying online, and she likes using iPad, but she has a very important question to ask. Do you think books can be replaced by iPads? That's a question from Monette Ocampo from Hong Kong.
Yes, iPads can replace textbooks in schools because there are so many advantages when we use iPads, right? So in iPads, everything is in there. We can read, we can study anywhere at any time. That's the advantage.
Was important informations from you. Okay, so we heard this important thoughts from the expert, and I know for sure there are more questions out there in the online community who's watching right now, but we are very pleased with all those informations that we learned from our guest speaker for tonight. So thank you so much to you, teacher Rose,
Thank
and
you.
I'll be seeing you again for another section. Always here when we talk, we always try to make sense here with Marms and Rosie. Goodbye, everybody.